Since its introduction in 2001, the Highlander has been a huge success for the brand, and the third generation has been especially very popular choice among many families. Last facelifted for the 2017 model year, the Highlander has been in this generation since 2014 and deserves to be put on your shopping list if you desire a well-rounded and sensible three-row crossover. So let's go ahead and check out and take a closer and comprehensive look at this 2018 Toyota Highlander. Slotted as Toyota's largest crossover, the Highlander competes among other three-row midsize crossovers. Sharing the same platform with the Lexus RX, the Highlander is slightly larger than its cousin. Last facelifted for the 2017 model year, the Highlander has been in this generation since 2014, and no major changes are in store for 2018. Our fairly loaded XLE V6 comes with many modern conveniences such as a leather interior, Toyota's Entune Infotainment System, and a suite of high-end safety technologies. Measured at 191.1 inches in length and 75.8 inches in width, the Highlander is well matched with many other crossovers in its class in terms of size. This exterior color of the Highlander is known as the silver metallic, and you also do have smart key access on the driver's door as well as the front passenger door. And you also do have a full-on gray leather interior with blue contrast stitching on the seats, and your power adjustable driver's seat with power recline and power lumbar, as well as a power adjustable thigh extension. Alright, stepping on inside of the Highlander here, it features a very modern and contemporary interior design, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Everything is very well laid out inside of here, and it features a pretty accommodating interior. You do have push button ignition, just put your foot on the brake and hit the button to start. And what you're hearing there is a 3.5 liter V6. You have a full leather wrap steering wheel with a 3-spoke design. Coming to your transmission, 8-speed automatic here with manual shiftability, and when you put the vehicle into reverse, this will display your rear view camera with guidance lines. And let's go ahead and turn on the headlights as well as the hazards. Let's go and check out the exterior of the Highlander. Driver's window and the front passenger window are fully automatic. Let's go and pop up the hood and check out the engine bay. Heated exterior side mirrors with LED side turn signal indicators, and you also do have blind spot detection. And you also do have these little fins on the sides right here, which is supposed to help out with the fuel efficiency and the aerodynamics with the vehicle. And you also find 18-inch alloy wheels. This Toyota Highlander generation is also based off of the Toyota K platform, which is shared with the Lexus RX. Coming up front here, you'll find halogen projector beam headlights with halogen daytime running lights and halogen fog lights down below. The 3.5 liter V6 produces a reasonable amount of power with 295 horses and 263 pound-feet of torque, and you'll find it to be fairly maneuverable, especially given the size of the vehicle. In terms of ride quality, if you're used to older Highlander, this latest version is a little more buttoned down than previous generations. While it's still fairly quiet, it doesn't have a soft, pillowy ride. The 8-speed automatic, however, is pretty smooth shifting and is never hesitant to shift, and you'll find it to be a fairly refined powertrain. Competitors of the Highlander, you're looking at vehicles in the 3-row midsize crossover SUV class. This includes the likes of the Kia Sorento, as well as the GMC Acadia, Chevrolet Traverse, and you also do have the Honda Pilot. Pricing of the vehicle starts at the base LE trim, which starts at $30,630, then moving on up to the LE Plus. $35,060, XLE $38,520, and the Sporty SE trim $39,690, and the Limited $41,680, and the top of the line Limited Platinum $44,800. Total vehicle price for our particular Highlander, you're looking at $42,153. EPA estimates, like I said, 20 in the city and 26 on the highway. And the final assembly point for the vehicle, Princeton, Indiana. And you also do have crossbars as well as side roof rails on the top, as well as a shark fin antenna. Coming to the rear of the vehicle, you have LED tail lights with rear reflectors and a rear window wiper with a rear window defroster, as well as a LED third brake light. All of your basic power necessities, including your power windows, power door locks, power mirrors. Interior quality in the Highlander is pretty good, and you'll find it to be on par with many other mid-size crossovers. And there's plenty of soft touch points, like on the door panels here, on the upper door panel where you might rest your elbows, as well as the mid-door panel and armrest, and on top of the dashboard too. And you also do have this molded stitching, which certainly gives it a more high quality feel. And coming to the steering wheel, just like with the rest of the interior, it features a very contemporary design. On the left side, you'll find your steering wheel mounted audio controls, Bluetooth phone controls, voice recognition. And on the right side, your lane departure alert, as well as your forward collision alert buttons, as well as your D-pad controller for the driver information center. We also do have an automatic dim rearview mirror, sunglass container with a conversation mirror, and your garage home link, as well as map lights. However, I would love to see LEDs in the near future. And then your sunroof with your sunroof controls. What's also very convenient with this Highlander generation is that it features a storage in the center stack here, and you'll find it to be very useful, especially when you want to store small items such as like a cell phone or a wallet or anything like that. We also do have dual zone automatic climate control with your adjustable temperatures, adjustable fan speed levels, and your different zones. And you can also sync the temperatures if you would like. And you have your rear temperature controls here. Front window defroster, rear window defroster with your heated exterior side mirrors. And your traction control off button, snow mode, downhill descent controls, center differential locking, dual cup holders, and your multi-stage level heated seats for the driver and the front passenger. And you'll also find plenty of center console storage with a removable tray and a 12 volt 120 watt power outlet. The seats in the Highlander are also fairly plush and comfortable, great for long road trips, plenty of thigh support, and the side bolstering is decent. However, if you're going around a sharp corner or anything like that, it might not hold you in place like how some other vehicles would. The visibility of the vehicle is also pretty good and exceptional. You'll find plenty of glass area on the front windows, as well as fairly large exterior mirrors which help out on the visibility. And when you get to rearward visibility, not too bad back there, and a rear view camera does come as standard equipment. Let's get to the infotainment system and main head unit here. This is the Toyota Entune system. We've seen this many times here before, but this is their last generation head unit. But you'll still find it to be fairly responsive and intuitive, and you do have touch capacitive buttons, shortcut buttons on the sides here. And your different audio sources do include all of the basic ones, including AM, FM, XM satellite radio, CD player with your optical disc drive, USB port with iPod integration, and your auxiliary input. You also do have your home screen, and you could configure this however you would like. And in our particular configuration, you're looking at the phone as well as the driver easy speak, and then you also do have your navigation too. Coming to apps on here, you'll find your navigation system, which you have to have an SD card inserted, and your SD card slot is located right here, as well as your audio, phone, messages, eco, which gives you a little bar graph, and it gives you your fuel range, current MPG too, and you can also view your past records. And then setup, well, there's many different settings you could change, such as the driver easy speak, display, voice, Bluetooth phone. You can also turn the screen off if you would like. And then your traffic, of course you have to have the SD card inserted for that. And then your weather, which you can view the current weather, and it gives you a weather map too, and you could change your location if you would like. And then your maintenance schedules you have to have an SD card inserted. So many of the apps you do have to have the SD card inserted for that. Over here on the left side, you'll also find your automatic high beams, as well as your automatic start, stop, off button. And you also do have your power tailgate release too. And then a little coin holder. Let's get to the gauges in the instrument cluster. On the left side, you'll find your tachometer with your coolant temperature, and on the right, your speedometer with your fuel gauge. And then in the center there, you'll find your driver information center, which shows you information such as your current MPG, fuel range. You have your eco indicator, and it also shows you your all-wheel drive control too, and then sway warning, as well as turn-by-turn directions for your navigation system, and then your audio source that you can also switch here from AM to XM or anything like that, and then your driver safety technologies such as your adaptive cruise control, as well as your lane departure alert too. And then you also do have a stop and start timer here, which you can activate at any time you would like, and then any warning messages for the vehicle. And then other settings such as your lane departure alert, your pre-collision system, blind spot detection system, as well as your power mode. You could turn that on or off if you would like. And then your language units, and then your eco indicator on or off. Interior quality does follow through in the rear, and you also find your manual rear side sunshades here. And you have adjustable headrests for all 3 seats. And to get into the rear seat, access is pretty easy. Just pull up on the lever and push the seat forward. Then you just hop right in. Easy as that. You can also opt for bench seating back here or captain's chairs. Now, sitting back here in the Highlander, there's ample space, and you'll find plenty of legroom as well as a pretty good amount of headroom too. And you'll find dual map pockets as well as your rear climate controls with your adjustable temperatures and fan speed levels in different zones. And you also have a rear center armrest with cup holders, and the seats themselves are fairly comfortable, decent for a long road trip. The Highlander also features plenty of cargo space when all the seats are folded down. However, the legroom as well as the headroom are pretty tight in the third row, and it's only recommended for small children, but you will find cup holders back here in the third row. And these third row seats do fold down 60-40 split. And you also do have cargo lighting back here too. So with its very refined and comfortable nature, user-friendly technology, and a vast interior, the 2018 Toyota Highlander is certainly a very sensible choice among mid-size crossovers. So remember that this is Cameron Birch from Cameron's Car Reviews.